Hey guys, and welcome to a new video on my channel. Hey guys, and welcome to this week's video. This week's video is going to be a November favourites video. I'm going to talk about everything that I was loving this month, from books, movies, beauty products, food, anything random, you name it, it'll be in this video. Alright, let's get started. Now my first collection of favourites is going to be my beauty favourites. Now these range from all different sorts of things. I'm just going to go through them in no particular order. First up we have eyes. The first thing that I've absolutely been loving, I've had this for quite a while, but I've just been loving it this last month, maybe last 2 months. I haven't really done a favourites video in a while, so I guess you could kind of count this for the last like year's worth of loving stuff. But it's the Hyper Sharp Wing liner from Maybelline New York, and it doesn't actually say its colour it's in, but I think it was called like Ultra Black or something. And it looks like this, and it is really cute and it is so fine. Like, that's just something falling on the floor. The precision on this brush is insane, and it just stays in its shape, and I absolutely love it. I'm wearing it today, but I'm really bad at liner, so we're just not going to talk about that. The next thing I'm loving for eyes is the Maybelline New York Pumped Up Colossal Volume Express Waterproof Mascara. Living in Australia, I kind of love having waterproof mascara because I get hot very easily and at work and things, so I love waterproof, and this one is just really pumped up and awesome. As you can tell, I sort of like Maybelline products. The next two products, however, are not from Maybelline. They are from e.l.f. And I don't know if anyone internationally knows what e.l.f. is, but e.l.f. is a brand in Australia that stands for eyes, lips, face, and you can get it from Kmart and online, and I love it. It's cheap and it's so good. The products are amazing, and two of my favourite products this month is the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. Again, don't know what colour, but it's like a darkish brown, like not really brown but not black, and it comes with a little give me a technical term here, comes with a little thingamabob to, you know, your eyebrow on the end. I didn't just do something to my face then. And so basically, yeah, that is amazing, and it comes, it's like a little twisty pen on the end, and I've been loving that because I struggle to find a eyebrow pencil that matches my eyebrows, and this one actually really matches my eyebrows really well, and I love it. The next thing is also from Eyes, Lips and Face, and this is so helpful in the summer. I am loving it because obviously it's just getting really hot here, and in the heat makeup runs, but this stuff is amazing, and it is the Makeup Mist and Set by e.l.f. and it comes in a little black container like this, and it is, I swear by this stuff, it is amazing. So I highly recommend this one if you go and get it. Okie dokie, the next item, I'm just dropping all over the floor. My next items, this is only 2 of them, but this is part of the Real Techniques brush set. This is the contour brush and this is the buffing brush. I've been using this as a foundation brush. This is the Real Techniques by Sam and Nick. So yeah, I got these from Priceline Pharmacy in Australia, and yeah, I've been using this as a foundation brush because it actually goes on really nicely as a foundation brush, even though it's technically a contour brush. And I've been using this as a powder brush, but seriously, these brushes are so good. Like, if you actually can afford to purchase some Real Technique brushes, do it. Like, they are amazing, and I absolutely love them, and they're lasting so long, so I do highly recommend it if you can. My next item is moving on to body, and it is the Dove Summer Glow Gradual Self-Tan Body Lotion, fair to medium skin. This stuff, I can't tan, I only burn. This stuff is saving me from a lot of painful burning, etc, etc. So yeah, this is pretty good. And my final thing is my favourite perfume of the moment, which is the Taylor Swift Incredible Thing. This is actually my second one of this stuff, and I've had it for like 2 years. It's a couple of years old now, but oh my god, it's the most amazing perfume, and I'm paranoid. I don't think my camera's moving on from beauty. My next favourite is my favourite book of, I'm going to say book of the moment rather than book of the month, because I read more than one book a month, and only some of them really stick with me and stuff like that, and my books of the month change weekly and change a lot, but basically this is my book of the moment, and it is A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J Maas. If you have not read this series, drop everything you're doing and go and read it right now. The first one is A Court of Thorns and Roses, and it's a red cover, and I thought the first one was addictive and amazing. Somewhat cliche at times, but I kind of thought, you know, this is fine. You know, it's kind of a bit cliche. It's kind of following all those other stories out there, but it's still something new. You know, it's something really cool. It follows the story of a young woman called Feyre. I think that's how you say her name, Feyre, maybe. And she is, she's a human living in a kingdom that has been trampled on by the Fae, and the Fae live in this fancy high kingdom and everything, and then she ends up there, ends up meeting a Fae lord, etc, etc. You can kind of see where it's going. The second one, however, oh god, this book, every single cliche that she built up into the first book, she destroyed in the second book. She pulled everything apart. Everything you thought you knew, everything you thought you felt towards each character, every character you thought was your favourite character, completely blown away and switched up by the end of this book. It is how many pages of awesomeness? It is 621 pages of perfection. You can actually tell that I love some bits so much. I freaking highlighted them. This is actually reference to my own story that I'm writing. I wanted some inspiration, but basically, oh my god, I'm not going to read you the blurb because if you haven't read the first one it sort of gives it away, but seriously, read this. The next one comes out in May, I think it is, and it's called A Court of War and Ruin. And to say I'm excited is a complete understatement. Sarah J Maas is very quickly becoming my favourite author. I adore her. I love the way she writes, her description, her characters, like, you just get them, and especially her male characters. There is a certain male character in this book, and to all of you who have read it, you know exactly who I'm talking to. And basically, I wish he existed because I need him in my life, and I am fallen completely and irrevocably in love with this fictional character. And he's just perfect, and I think everyone in the world needs him. But basically, yeah, I highly recommend this book. If you have not read it yet. I can't believe you wouldn't have read it yet, but if you have been living under a rock, pick it up and go read it. Just read the book. Okay, on to something that I'm not holding in my hand because I happen to watch them on my tablet. Movies of the month. My favourite movies of the month. I have 3 movies of the month. My first category is chick flick romantic comedy, and that is my all-time favourite movie. Well, my all-time favourite chick flick. To be honest, the 3 movies I'm about to tell you are pretty much my all-time favourite movies in general. So the chick flick is The Proposal, starring Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock, and it's my favourite rom-com, and I've watched it a billion times over the last couple of months. So yeah, I'm counting that as my favourite rom-com. My favourite action, you know, alien, sci-fi, brutal shooting movie is Independence Day, and that is a movie that is 20 years old. And it's still a movie that I absolutely adore with every little bit of my heart, and I've seen it, I don't even know how many times I can quote that damn movie. And I watched it again because the second one just came out, so I watched the second one, but it kind of caused me to watch the first one a few more times. My last category is a comedy action movie, and that is The Kingsman's Secret Service. I don't know if you've not seen it. Kingsman, The Secret Service, The Secret Service, Kingsman, The Secret Service, Kingsman's Secret Service. I actually don't know what the official title is, I just call it Kingsman. Basically, it's starring Taron Egerton, Colin Firth, forgotten the other people's names. It's one of my favourite movies, I'm just not good with actors' names. Michael Caine, that's it, Michael Caine. So it's starring all of those guys. I absolutely love it. It's funny, it's silly, it's got action, it's got adventure, it's got comedy, it's got a little romance, friendship, cute puppies, cool spy gear, hot guys in suits. Seriously, it's got everything. You need to watch it. They are my 3 movie picks of the month. My next category is TV series category. Sound weird. Oh, I'm so weird. Okay, the next category is TV series. That's what I was trying to say. My favourite TV series of the month, well, I've been going through for the past few months. I have been going through One Tree Hill. I know I'm very late to this party considering it all ended like 5 years ago, 4 years ago, many years ago. But basically, I'm in love. One Tree Hill. I'm currently about 2 episodes off the end of season 9, so it's the last season, so nearly finished. And yeah, I've gone through all the seasons in the last few months. I love it. I love Nathan, I love Haley, I love Lucas. I mean, I love all of them so much, and how much they change and how different they were in the beginning, but how in the beginning you still kind of loved them, but now you kind of adore them and everything they've gone through. And I love shows like that, and it's just really addictive, and I feel like I know these characters and I feel like I'm a part of their life now. But yeah, basically I love One Tree Hill and highly recommend it. My next TV series is Gilmore Girls The Reunion. It aired like a week ago on Netflix, and it aired at 7 PM Australian time, and I stayed up until 1:30 watching every single one of the 4 movie length episodes back to back just to get the whole experience in one go. Honest opinion, I was a little disappointed. It wasn't that it was disappointed in the storyline, it was that it was trying so hard to be like it was, like the TV series was. You know, it's been like 9 years since the TV series ended, which I love, by the way, but it's been 9 years since the TV series ended, and of course the characters are still the same people, but I felt like it was trying to be what it was even though it was 9 years later. And obviously the last series of Gilmore Girls was not directed by Amy Sherman, and then she has done, along with her husband, she's done this last reunion thing, and so it almost felt a bit out of place with the last season. It just didn't feel like everything was quite right. But I did love it. I'm not going to give any spoilers away, but the ending, oh my god, we need a second season. You can't end it there, it is not fair. But basically I really did enjoy it, and I do highly recommend it, watching it, especially if you're a Gilmore Girls fan. Yeah, the last episode was definitely my favourite episode. I really loved all of the stuff that happened. Again, not going to give it away, but it was fun, it was entertaining, it was cliffhangery, it was cute, it was happy, there was lots of moments where you're like, oh, I love this. So yeah, I really did enjoy it, even that I was a little bit disappointed, but I really did enjoy it, so I do highly recommend going watching that. Onto music. Now, my favourite music of the month, I have so many different categories again. First category being albums. My favourite 2 albums that I've been listening to since they came out, or since I got them anyway. Number 1 is Glory Days by Little Megs. This is by far their best album. I mean, some of the songs, some of the beats, some of the everything, it's just girl power, it's ferocious, it's beautiful, it's grown up, it's not childish or silly. It actually feels like they're trying to make a statement and send a message, and it actually does get you pumped, it gets you going, it fits the vibe of music today, and I'm actually really impressed with the girls for making this album, and I have been listening to it non-stop since it came out. One of my favourite songs being Power, Touch, and No More Sad Songs, so I quite like those ones, and I do highly recommend that you go and check that out. My next favourite album has been What We Live For by American Authors, and I'm very late to the party in that when my sister told me, oh, you know, I wouldn't mind going to an American Authors concert, and it was kind of like, I haven't heard anything from the American Authors for ages, realised I'd missed an entire album out. So I went and downloaded that album, and I really fell in love with the band, and their album just so fits summer. Like, I'd just be walking down the street on the way to work, and it's just, the sun is shining and that music's playing, and it's happy, it's upbeat, it's got a summer vibe going. So they're my 2 kind of summer albums at the moment. My throwback song of the month is a song that happens to be on my 80s playlist on Spotify, and it's She Drives Me Crazy by Shaking Stevens. Again, this has a real cool summer vibe to it, and I keep playing it every time I'm in my kitchen cooking dinner and the window's open and the birds are chirping, and it's one of those summery days, and it's just an upbeat, happy, little cool vibe song. I'm not sure it's actually from the 80s, but it just ended up on that playlist. So yeah, I'm not actually quite sure what decade it's from, but I'm just calling it my throwback song anyway, but I absolutely love it. My next category is in general 2 bands that I've absolutely been loving. All of their stuff, their old stuff, they've just released new stuff, and it's got me going back and remembering how much I used to love them, and you know, going back and hearing all that old stuff again. And that is One Republic and Green Day. They've both just released 2 new albums that I think are really, really amazing. I feel like Green Day is going back to its roots in terms of its sounds and the messages it's trying to get across, especially as a lot of them are related to current political issues and things like that. I think it's actually a good way for Green Day to get their opinion out there, and I really, really enjoyed that. And then One Republic have also just released a new album, and I'm loving, like, the more I listen to that album, the more I find songs that are really, really amazing. Sorry, my camera just cut out for some unknown reason. I don't quite know where I finished up, but I knew I was kind of getting onto the next section, which is artists. There's 2 solo artists that I cannot resist mentioning. That would be Shawn Mendes and Niall Horan. Shawn Mendes has just released his album Illuminate, and basically he's just killing it. You know, he's traveling around the world. He's just so talented, and I just have to literally, you know, bow down to him and say, well done, mate. You know, you're not that old. I think you're a similar age to me, and you are just killing it around the world. You're playing festival things like Jingle Ball and all those sort of ones, and you're on talk shows, and you've got albums and tours, and you are just going crazy, and I absolutely love it. You're so talented, you're a great musician, you're a great singer, you're a great artist in general, so just a thumbs up to you, mate. You're doing so well. And lastly, Niall Horan. I am immensely proud of him. I feel like I know him, even though I don't actually, but you know, I've been a fan of his for a long time. I've been in One Direction, and now that he's on his own, he's just doing what he wants to do. He's living his life, he's releasing the music he wants to release. And the response for this town and all of his future stuff, I'm sure, it's just been intense, and it's been amazing, and I'm genuinely so happy to see him so gracious for what he's getting and what he's receiving and how people are reacting, and I couldn't wish for anything better for him at all. He deserves everything. So big thumbs up again to you, Niall. Keep doing what you're doing. It's going to be amazing. You're gonna take over the world, and I can't wait to watch. Okay, just a couple of things left now. My next kind of thing is something I did in my favourite video last time, and that was favourite food and drink. At the Hog's Breath Cafe, they do this thing on the menu, and it's passion fruit and mint lemonade, and I am addicted to it. Completely and utterly addicted. It is so nice. And so at work, I kind of been taking to making passion fruit and mint lemonade. Basically anything that's just passion fruit and mint at the moment, I am hooked on. So yeah, just have to mention that drink. It's amazing. If you've never tried passion fruit and mint lemonade, go get some there. Take 2. If you've never tried any passion fruit and mint lemonade, go to Woolworths or your local supermarket or whatever, get some mint, get some passion fruit pulp, get some lemonade, stick it in a jug and drink it. It is insanely amazing, and you will thank me for it one day. My favourite food of the month has been what I've been eating at work for lunch most days, and that's a crispy chicken salad. I make the salad with like a coleslaw mix, some chopped tomatoes, cucumbers, onions, balsamic vinegar, and a chopped up piece of crispy chicken schnitzel, and it's insane. It's summery, but it's also nice, and it's better than just plain boring schnitzel, and it's crunchy and stuff. So, you know, if you're looking for a new summer dish, I highly recommend that. On to my last 2 things. These are my 2 random loves of the month, or of the situation, time being, whatever we're going to be calling this. These are my 2 other things that I've absolutely been loving. The first one is my Polaroid camera. Isn't it cute? And I mean this case as well. I got this a few months ago, and it's the Instax Mini 8 in white. And yeah, I got the little brown and blue case to go with it because I absolutely love it. It just pops off at the back. But yeah, and it has the cool little handle, the little strap. I got this a few months ago, a few weeks ago, a few months. I'm not quite sure when I got it, but once I figured out how to use it, took me a little while. Once I figured out how to use it and, you know, get the exposure right and everything like that, I got a little obsessed with taking Polaroid photos. We went and checked out some wedding venues for my sister next year, and I was taking some cute Polaroids of her and her fiance, and I think I'm definitely going to take it to the wedding so I can capture some really cute moments. That's what I love about the Polaroids, it's just that thing in the moment, and all printed off. right there for you. I know there's some really cool up and coming things that can kind of print off photos from your phone instantly as well. So I don't know, I reckon that's my halfway point before I purchase whatever that is. And my last favourite of the month is what I talked about in my last video if you gave it a watch. And that would be Owlcrate. Please note, this video is in no way sponsored by Owlcrate. I just happen to love them. Like a lot. I've been subscribed to Owlcrate for a few months. And it's my favourite subscription box out there. I was subscribed to another one, but I decided to cut that one back and just have Owlcrate so I could save a little bit more money. Plus the other one didn't give me a book, whereas this one does give me a book. But yeah, if you're not subscribed to a subscription box and you love books and fantasy and random cute things, definitely go and subscribe to Owlcrate. It's a little bit expensive, but for what you're paying for, you get your money's worth, and it's really good products, they're really nice people, and it's a really good community to be a part of, so I do highly recommend it. Okay guys, well that's it. That is my favourites video for November 2016, all wrapped up and tied nicely in a little Christmas bow. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Check out my previous videos, which I'll leave a link in the description for. Probably, if I can remember to do that. So yeah, check out my previous videos, give me a subscribe, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know what your favourite things were of the month. I'd love to know. I'd love to know whether you read or listened to or watched or used any of the things that I mentioned during this video. I'd love to talk to you about them. That would be really cool. I love you guys. Till next time.